This is my 3-step plan for flying with babies and toddlers. I'm Megan, I'm a military spouse and a mom of 2 kids, and we've done a lot of traveling. My youngest took her first cross-country flight at only 6 weeks old. I do not recommend that, but I will say this, flying with little kids is doable when you have a plan. So here's my 3-step plan. This has worked for both of my kids through the toddler years, and I still use some parts of it for longer flights when I need them to sleep. So step 1, let them be a little wild in the terminal and even in their seats up until takeoff. Obviously, they need to be safely in their seats when we're preparing for takeoff, but we're going to do what we can. That might mean climbing on the chairs, running down the aisles, fussing, and even a little bit of crying. Try and find a safe place away from people when you can, but let them get their wiggles out before they are all trapped on the airplane with us. Why are we doing that? Number 1, obviously we want to tire them out. We want them to sleep on the plane. We want them to be sleepy. Number 2, and most importantly, it sets low expectations with your seatmates. No one wants to sit near somebody else's kids. I don't want to sit next to my kids most of the time. We want their expectations low so that we can meet and hopefully exceed them. You will never see these people again, so don't let your ego set you up for failure. We want them pleasantly surprised when it all goes smoothly. So step 2, we're going to feed them on the way up. As soon as the plane takes off, after they've been a little wild and everybody thinks you're crazy, but not a minute sooner, you're going to give them something to eat, whether that's breast milk, a bottle, a snack. You want their jaw moving and you want them swallowing. This is going to help their ears pop as the plane ascends so that they're more comfortable. And this is also going to keep them occupied while we're taking off when they need to be either in your arms or buckled into their seats. I do not recommend that you give this snack out before you know that you are getting into the sky because tarmac delays do happen and you really want them to be actively chewing while you're gaining altitude so that their ears are adjusting to the pressure change. This goes for descent also, which is where my kids always struggled. I usually kept gum for when they were older or squishies in my purse for descent. Yawning and massaging their ear canal can help with the descent also. Honestly, crying also probably helps a little bit since they're opening and closing their mouth and swallowing really strongly. And you're also almost done with your flight at that point, so who cares? You can only do so much. So the final step is to let them sleep. If you can plan your flight around nap time or bedtime, all the better. Babies especially may tend to fall asleep after they get a full belly if the timing aligns or if they're tired from that morning's excitement. Try to facilitate this as best you can with a pillow, a stuffy, whatever you need to keep them comfortable while also keeping their seatbelt fastened for as much as possible. This hopefully buys you 30 minutes to an hour and a half of peace and quiet depending on your child, and we pray that they wake up happy. Even with older kids, this is the time for some quiet toys and activities. My older kids don't get their iPads until we are seated on the plane and getting ready for takeoff. And if they are watching something with sound, then they need to use headphones so that they're not bothering the people around them. Once your baby or your toddler wakes up, we can pull out the toys and the tricks that everybody suggests to keep kids occupied. My kids always liked the silicone window clings because they stick to everything and they don't leave a residue. And when they lose their stickiness, you can just wash them off with some soap and water and they are sticky again. That was a real hit when my kids were toddlers. This plan has done right by me over the years. I hope it does right by you. Nothing is 100% effective with kids, and you know your kid and your situation best, so do what feels right for you in the moment. And remember, again, you will never see these people again, so do what you have to do to survive within reason. Happy travels.